Hello.
Welcome back to the 4x4 podcast. I said
Sheesh.
hello.
Like, hello.
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 Yeah.
Hello.
But
Hello.
you already know who it is. It's your boy Jerdo, JERDOUGH_ at IG.
Your last name so extra.
Face
My last name is
booty.
extra. Well, I had to add on the O part, but
Nah, yeah, I feel I'm weak.
Right.
It's all good. But it's your boy TJ. You add me at TJ with the shots. I do photography and stuff and podcasts, of course. So
Man, I don't really need an introduction, but it's the kid.
he feeling
Once
himself
again,
today.
Jacoby Watson. That's Jacoby Watson on IG. It's all one thing. And you know how I'm living.
How you living?
Man, I'm feeling fresh, bro.
All right, there you go.
I'm so fresh and so clean.
With an F or a PH? You gotta ask.
Stop.
You gotta ask, bruh.
I mean,
I mean,
it's both really. I can go back and forth.
respectable.
I like the versatility.
You know,
Okay.
you know how I do.
okay.
Yep. It's your boy, DJ ASAP Jubilant. In the cut like an exclusive movie, you feel me? Like the director's cut.
Oh,
Okay.
In the cut
then,
like
okay.
when, no, check this out. In the cut like when the actors gotta be told to stop doing the movie, you know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
in the cut like when the kids be skipping in the front of the line. Alright, I'm out here.
Oh man.
Okay,
All right.
okay.
Well,
Yup.
before we get started, can I ask everybody a question?
What's up?
Did y'all make sure y'all take your horses back to the Old Town Road?
Of course.
We will talk
Do you
about
have
that
'em in the
later.
back?
Okay. I'm sorry.
Do you have them in the back?
I mean, I made sure mine's made it out there.
Alright.
So kicking off today's episode, we're going to kick it off as we always do with our thought of the day. So today, my first initial thought was editing. And today, that video actually did drop. Go check out my new video of me actually getting my dreads cut off.
Boo.
Quit hating.
Boo.
The wave's going to be on swim by the summer.
He
I
said
guarantee
waves
it.
on him, so they hate.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so DJ Jubilant, what was your first thought of the day?
So
He said you a DJ.
I know.
That's wild.
Hey, he say DJ Jubes. Hey,
Yeah,
hey.
DJ ASAP Jubilant. But so I woke up at 9:24. I have a class at 9:25. So if
Stop
you
getting
can
up late for your
imagine-
class.
That's live.
See, bruh, college student life, being on the game with y'all, it don't really
That sound like a personal
equal.
problem.
You right, it is.
Okay,
and,
I just wanted to
And
make
then
sure
I had
you
a
knew that.
phone conversation with a supporter of ours. She know who she is. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to sleep at 12. Looks up, it's 1:30. I was like, I see.
You had a long thought. I see you stressed.
Scratch.
You almost done with school, bro.
Bruh, I
You
swear.
almost
One of
there.
my friends was like, Malik, you look real tired. I was like, that's that senior's life, bruh. You don't
It'd be
know.
like that.
Yeah.
It'd be like that.
Stressful.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You know, I woke up today, and as anyone else would, I woke up, looked at my alarm. I'm like, I got another 10 minutes on it. So
That's
set
better.
that second alarm, went right back to sleep, woke up,
Slow.
and then I was just like, no, I woke up at like 7:20. I was just like, I got another 10. So I set one more alarm, got up at 7:30, and got to work by 8 o'clock. So
Okay.
you already know what I did.
Good for
I
you.
like the way you
Because
do
I'm the
it.
one that
Finesse that
stays
track.
asleep. I set that second alarm.
It was
it's
hard.
A wrap.
It was hard though
Boy.
to get out that bed. It was hard.
I be struggling.
As evident of the first episode. Tim. I know.
Episode.
Shut up.
Bro, I'm tired. I'll set the alarm, snooze, go off another 8 minutes, snooze again.
Yo,
Dude.
I don't mess with that iPhone thing where they have it reset every 8
Yeah.
to 9 minutes.
I be
Yeah,
drunk.
it's
Why
a
can't you
weird
set it?
time.
Why
That's
can't you
weird.
set it yourself?
Yeah, I think you can. I don't know. It's weird.
Because they know if people said it to snooze, it'll be like an hour and a half later type.
Apple, get y'all stuff together.
All right.
Okay. All right. Well, my first thought of the day was kind of like, dang, like, I woke up and I had to come back to reality, and I was just like, Nipsey Hussle is still deceased, unfortunately. And I was just kind of thinking about the whole situation with everyone talking about, like, is this plan? Was this conspiracy? Was this more so of just gang-related activity? So that's something I feel like we're going to go ahead and hop straight into. So before we really get into this topic, I would like if we could take a moment of silence, show our respect, what I'm saying, for Nipsey Hussle, who unfortunately lost his life just this past weekend. So. Okay. So if you've been living under a rock, unfortunately, I'll give you the update on what's been going on. So Nipsey Hussle, been in the hip-hop game for quite a long time, actually.
Since like 2009.
Yeah,
2005.
he's been in the game
05
for a
up
minute.
until now.
Yeah. He's done a whole bunch of things for his community. He's known basically as a hometown hero in L.A. and Crenshaw. Crenshaw.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And basically, like he just got a lot of respect. Everyone knows him as whether you're a celebrity or not. People has high respects for Nipsey Hussle and and whatnot. But if you, like I said, if you're not aware of what's going on, it's been reported that Nipsey was shot 6 times outside of his store, which is the Marathon clothing store. And they said it was 5 shots to the body, 1 to the head. His 2 other people that was with him was also injured in the shooting as well. So that happened. So I want to ask you guys, where was you doing, or where were you at when you first heard of this incident?
This was the 31st, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
this was literally like
31st.
the last day of March. Like it was that Sunday.
I was at home sitting on the couch.
So
watching-
remember, like the first report went out that he got shot. They didn't announce that he passed
Yeah,
first.
yeah. That's what
you
I
know.
was like. So for me, I was just at home watching One Piece on the couch, and I saw that when I saw the article, I'm like, dang, he got shot, and I sent it to the group chat, and then I was just like, I got on my phone. It didn't even feel like a whole hour later. It didn't even feel like a whole hour later. Talking about Nipsey Hussle's dead, and like literally when I saw that, my heart dropped a bit because I'm just like, nah.
Yeah, like when I seen it, I was real confused because I'm like, okay, when I seen it, everything was coming in fast, like time, like how everything happened. So like when it first happened, I'm like, okay, because I was at work at the time, so I ain't had nothing to do but be on my phone.
Right.
But yeah, I was looking at it. I'm like, okay, so he got shot 6 times. Oof, that's a lot of times. Where did he get shot at? That's what I was waiting for. Where did he get shot at? Because I'm assuming, okay, maybe he's gonna survive. But then the following news came back. Nipsey Hussle pronounced dead at the when they got to the hospital, and I was like, and like I really messed with the Victory Lap album, like not just like because people gonna say, oh, they're chasing clout because he just died.
yeah.
But no, like that was actually a really
Grammy
good album.
nominated.
Grammy nominated.
Mhm.
It was actually like
Very good album. Very good album.
Yeah,
I know the hip hop game's hurting.
Not
Hurt.
definitely.
It hurt.
You see the games video? Of
Yeah,
him, like,
yeah.
While
talking
he was
about
driving down Slauson.
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Mhm.
like,
I
I'm
said
like,
that's
dang,
tough.
like,
Yeah, that's tough.
nah, seriously. What about you, Malik?
So I was actually on campus in the university center because I was giving presentations over there at the time, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna go get some Wendy's, come back, and then wait till this practice. So I was sitting in practice, and I seen when he had first got shot because I was charging my phone on one of the charging stations. Then one of my friends texted me. She was like, Nipsey Hussle's dead, and I was like, no, he just got shot. He's not dead. She was like, no, he's dead. I was like, ain't no way. So I looked it up, and the first thing on my IG timeline, Instagram,
Instantly.
pronounced dead, 33 years old, Nipsey Hussle. I was like, no.
Yeah, I was salty.
That hurt the soul.
Yeah.
That hurt. This feel like low key, kind of like when X and Mac died. It was like but this one was really like a.
It hit
Yeah.
different. This one hit different.
It really
though.
hit different.
It was like, oh.
I don't know.
He was actually doing things for his community.
And the
Like,
crazy thing is, like, literally the next day, he was going to meet with the LAPD and, like, Rock Nation to actually talk about how they can, like, stop gang violence in the community and actually help improve the community. And he had, like, other businesses that he was working on, too, and giving people jobs, like, that had planned out, like, in, like, Crenshaw area and whatnot. And now everything's going to be put on hold unless someone steps up and decides to help finish it.
Right.
And I don't know, it was just crazy. Like I was just like in my room, got off work. I heard that he got shot when I was at work, and then when I got home, that's when I saw when Jacob posted it, and I was like, wow, that can't be real. Like, I'm like, I know April Fool's the next day. Like maybe he was just trying to start early, and then like I just started seeing it on the timeline, like Malik said, and I just knew it was slow, and I was just like, dang, like. I'm not gonna sit here in front like I've been listening to Nipsey Hussle all my life or nothing like that.
Right.
But I always respected dude. Like I never had no issue with him at all either. I just thought he was cool. Like okay, like he do him. But like now I'm actually learning like the stuff that I didn't know that he did in his community and all the other things. Then I really started taking other things into account. Like oh, like this is actually a big deal. Like
Yeah.
seriously. And then like everything connected behind it. So I don't know. It's pretty crazy. But we'll go ahead and kind of go further with the news. So they actually today, as of April 2nd, they did announce Eric Holder is in custody. They have him a suspect of the case, and they say he's the 29-year-old man who was taken into custody in Bellflower, a city of Southeast Los Angeles County. Sources told NBC News that Holder was taken into custody after someone reported a sighting of an individual matching his description. So right now that they're saying that they have this man in custody right now, they're trying to figure out what else is going on. It still feels like everything isn't fully reported yet. What are you guys' thoughts on this so far?
Well, I know that it wasn't going to be long for them to find him. To be honest, they had his picture out and circulating like within the first day
Yeah.
of it happening and everything. They already have him, and it's only the second since it happened. But I honestly don't know what to say about dude. What was his point? Like, I want to know what his motive was behind it. To be honest.
So, the motive that I have is actually. So apparently, this is coming from people inside Nipsey's circle. Apparently, he was a rat in the community. Like he was a known rat. He was a known low life. And like apparently they were like he was asked to like leave the community. Like you gotta go. You gotta go. And apparently they said that he was coming back to finish some unfinished business. And unfortunately, Nipsey had to be the target of that. So
Yeah.
they're saying that like because they're saying that Nipsey. They said that Nipsey and dude like they had like a personal dispute.
Yeah.
So that like they're saying like it's not like they said it was somewhat gang related, but it was more of like Nipsey knew dude and he knew that it was a personal dispute between the 2 That
Sorry for having some technical difficulties, but
So what I was saying was that it was actually reported that it was somebody that was close to Nipsey because I believe he assaulted Nipsey before he shot him, or it was after, one of those two.
yeah, he kicked him after.
He
Shot-
kicked him
shooting
after. Okay,
Yeah.
I knew it was an assault. I just
Scout.
didn't know where. But yeah, he definitely shot Nipsey 5 times in the chest, or in the torso area, 1 time in the head, and that's just.
Have you seen the video on TMZ?
I didn't want to watch it.
I've seen it, but I
watched
haven't
it.
watched it.
I didn't
It-
want to watch it.
It's wild, ain't it?
It is because like the way it's really weird how he just literally just walked up conversation for 2
It's
seconds.
like yeah, pow, 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 pow. And then ran away.
No, it was worse than that. He shot him, he fell, walked over toward him, shot him again, walked over toward him, shot him in the head, and then kicked him, and then walked away.
Scout.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Dang.
like really though, like you really gonna do that to somebody? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's messed up. That's not cool, bro. Like,
It's
you know what I'm saying? And that's someone's loved ones. That's someone like he's part of the family. Like, got a daughter, Lauren, other people that you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You gon-
hatred
you
would
know.
drive people to do some wild
man.
stuff.
Do
And
y'all?
I was gonna say it's crazy because he also tweeted out like 2-3 hours before that
Oh,
you know
yeah.
having strong enemies is a blessing,
Mm-hmm.
and then that happened. So like he knew something was coming up. Like he
Yeah,
knew
he
like
actually, it was reported that he was beefing up security them past couple of days too. 'Cause
Mhm.
He was fearing for his life.
I was hearing about that too. I'm just like, bro, that's crazy. But yeah, so Eric Holder's in this, you know, that's going on. So hopefully they get more information out of him or whatever the case might be, and get him locked up or whatever the case might be. Cause dude got to go. I don't know. He's
Yeah.
got. If he did it, he got to go. And, you know what I'm saying? They need to get all that situated.
Sure.
Yeah, see, that's what I was gonna say. Like, do y'all believe any parts of these conspiracies that
Yes
have
or
been
no?
spent? I agree.
Agreed.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
yep,
the same
yes
or
thing.
no?
Some things I was like, okay, that makes sense why that is the way it is, but
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, cause some people were saying that they believed that it was the government and the drive-by shooting and some more stuff, but that's before we had all the details and stuff.
Mhm.
There's like, it's gotta be a government shooter because how you gonna hit somebody 5 times in the body and once in the head? I was like, bruh, if you think about it, it's really not that hard.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I guess the news made it sound like precise. Like
Yeah,
it made
like
it
he
sound
was
like
like-
it was like tactical. Yeah.
Nah. that
Other
was
than
not it.
just bam. Oh, hold on. Oh, you on the ground now? Bet. Like
Right.
instead of that, it just sounded like okay. And then other people was like kind of stirring the pot. But I don't know. Parts of it still just feel like it's a little like iffy.
All I'm gonna say is this: if Nick Cannon died after this for trying to continue that Dr. CB documentary, it's definitely the government. I ain't going.
Okay, yeah, that's something we can lead into next. So Nick Cannon decided that due to unfortunately what happened to Nipsey, he's gonna take over the documentary that he was gonna work for under Dr. Sebi. Basically, Dr. Sebi had a case or report how he basically stated he can cure AIDS and other different diseases and knows how to do it. But if you even look and research into that, his research got halted sometime in his career because some conspiracy of some things happened, and I guess government didn't like, or whoever the case didn't like it, and got him up through, which is the
Yeah.
best way I can
He died
explain
in
it.
when he was in jail.
Yeah, he died in police custody due to pneumonia.
Mhm.
This is what the report was.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that, so that's something I just learned.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well,
Sure.
well, not cool, but you know. So that happened, and now Nick Cannon wants to. So yeah, I agree with you. If Nick Cannon, something happened to Nick Cannon next, and ain't no more wilding out in the future, you know.
That's goofy, but you right.
I'm just saying, like, there's gonna be some connections there, you know,
Yeah.
because people was trying to tie it to the whole left eye, and you know,
Oh,
Sebi-
tying to left eye.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah.
she went to go visit Dr. Sebi before she got on that flight to Honduras. They saying that because he was Honduran, he was like, "Yeah, you should go visit Honduras." Da 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 da. Boom, plane crash. Illuminati confirmed. So yeah,
boom.
that's
Mic
what they
drop.
talking about.
Wow.
Yeah, so Nick Cannon, I think that's great. Just be careful. That's all I
Yep.
can say.
Just be
Because
careful, bro.
as a average citizen, I don't know much of what the powerful people in the government can do or whatever the case might be. So you never know who's really listening, watching.
Nope.
But hey, you know,
There's
Nick,
always
if you
somebody
believe
watching.
this is something that needs to go follow through, then I mean, go ahead. I'm support. But I'm just saying, just be careful, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Always the 1%ers, bro.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. So moving on, also they had a memorial for Nipsey Hussle like the next day, and fortunately more violence in the community due to just ignorant people. Multiple people were injured at this memorial that they had. There was some reports saying people got stabbed. There was another.
The numbers that I saw: 19 people injured, 1 person stabbed. And that's the latest as of like an hour ago from CNN.
Okay.
It was like a stampede, wasn't it?
Yeah,
like
people
people
were running.
I actually
But
I
why,
actually
though?
watched the cause ABC had a video of like cause a helicopter had filmed the whole thing, and you could just see like literally I don't even like you can like it was like kind of towards like the front top right. You just see people start running back, and you just like you didn't like you just see people like starting like you said you just see people running over each other stampede, and I'm just like what is
They're not
going
running for no
on?
reason.
And they're not running
Yeah.
for no reason.
Of course not.
They're
You
not
know,
running.
people
Something
never
definitely
run.
happened for them
But
to
yeah,
start running like
Yeah,
that.
my question is what though? That's why I'm curious. Like,
And why do it at a memorial service? Like really? Come on.
Well, you gotta remember, Nipsey was definitely a very respected gang member. So,
I mean,
although people were showing respects, there's still rival gangs who may.
yeah,
that's also.
But
very
that's just
plausible.
if it was gang violence. You never know what it could have
Yeah.
been.
yeah. That's also very that's a fair point.
I'm just like, come on, y'all, like, get a man some respect, like, you know.
Sir.
Well, hopefully, in this sense, this respect might come through. A petition has been started to rename Crenshaw and
Slauson.
Thank
Yep.
you. To Nipsey Hussle Boulevard, and people are voting and like signing a petition to get that
I
changed.
signed it.
I agree.
I
I think
think
they should.
yeah, I think they should do that.
I agree.
He deserves it.
Yeah.
I said I think he needs a memorial instead of like renaming the street, just because like Crenshaw and Slauson meant so much to him. Like that's literally
Yeah.
like the staple point. And I did a experiment on, or not an experiment. I did a senior project on gang violence in America and stuff. And Slauson is actually like the original street of where like the Crips were created at, his affiliates and stuff. So like I don't know how he would feel about them renaming it, but then again they renaming it after him. So I mean,
I'm for it.
I'm
I
for
am
it.
I get what you're saying, but I think it would be pretty nice. for
it'd be
the,
cool
you
to
know,
see
Yep.
for sure.
especially like for everything he's done in that area and whatnot.
Yeah,
At least by
yeah.
his store and whatnot. You know, like, you know, there's enough other street names that's out here that's weird. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's about
agreed.
time
I
we
was,
get like some. You know, go ahead.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good.
But back to what you kind of like a little tidbit from off of what you said earlier. How you saying he was going to meet with the police chief and all that next day. Actually, the one of the commissioners actually like during the interview, he said that like when he saw the name that he was like taken back for a second, and he was like in shock because he was just like he doesn't understand why someone because he knew what Nipsey was doing for the community. He knew that he was trying to be a positive voice, and he was just like why would someone do that? And I was just like, wow, for a commissioner, for a police commissioner nonetheless, to care about a black man's life in this day and age, that's a rarity.
Hey man,
That's a rarity.
hate and jealousy is real.
It's
Like,
powerful.
It really
It's real powerful.
Yeah,
They always praying on your downfall.
it's crazy, man. Like people with that much negative energy to be mad at seeing you doing something great that they can do themselves as well or be a part of it. And it's like sounds so simple, but it's like instead of just hating on, you know, instead of like helping out, they're like, nah, I'm a pray on their downfall. Hope everything bad happens to that person. They're not a good person.
Some people
Blah,
just don't
blah,
want
to
evolve, bro. That's what I've learned. You
It's
can't
crazy.
try to help people that don't want to be helped. And
Facts.
These
bro
are
was
true.
not one of the people that wanted to be helped. So
Listen, man. If y'all got some jealous people out there, some haters, man, seriously, man, like just tell them stay in their lane with their negative energy. You don't need no parts in that for real. Like this is 2019. Nobody got time for negative people this year. I know I ain't got time for negative people. I don't know about y'all. I hope y'all
I
also
cut
don't
them
got time
off in
for them.
2018.
I cut them off in 2017.
Facts.
I respect it.
Trippy Red said it best.
And what did Trippy Red
Right.
say?
What he said.
I don't need none of this energy.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
I'm not gonna.
We talking
I'm not
about-
gonna.
okay.
I'm not gonna recite the
But-
whole verse.
Okay.
No. But yeah, so that's pretty much it on that. I mean, there's still going to be more details that's going to be coming out after this episode, of course, because it's only April 2nd. So by the time we get this uploaded and whatnot, we'll probably have a lot more information.
Probably.
And whatnot. Also, Lauren London also broke silence today.
Yeah, I saw that.
It hurt.
It
Yeah,
hurt.
It hurt
Yeah,
reading
that
that.
was
It hurt.
that was sad. I was just like, man, like.
Cause you really know she was like sad. Like, oh my gosh, I could not
Yeah.
imagine losing my significant other, bro.
Yeah, so
Especially the gun violence.
she posted a picture of the couple together, and she's in the caption it reads, "I am completely lost. I've lost my best friend, my sanctuary, my protector, my soul. I'm lost without you. We are lost without you, babe. I have no words. Nothing else." So my prayers go out to Nipsey Hussle's family and all his loved ones, and also Lauren London and everyone that's affiliated with that man. You know, definitely my prayers go out to them right now. That's all I can really say.
It's just.
It's such a shocker. Like
I don't know. This one hit different. I'm
It
telling
really
you.
did.
This
Like,
one hit
it's like
different.
Yeah.
not to say the world, but like for the black community, that's like one of the moments that I will say in history that like it stood still for a moment.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like,
I
cause
was
everybody
like-
was just like in shock.
It's
Yeah.
like Nipsey, cause Nipsey didn't do. He wasn't on that no more. So it was like,
Yeah, that's what we like. Why? Like what?
Right.
That's why I was like, the same thing with X died. I was like, hold on, what? For what? But
I don't know. I feel like X situation was like he was at the wrong place at the wrong time.
I
honestly.
agree with that. But I mean, yeah, that whole Nipsey situation, that's just. So my question is, do y'all see like any riots coming soon? Like, do you think
No,
I
don't
don't.
know about
I
riots.
would. That's
I
not
don't-
the answer.
that's not the answer.
it's never the answer?
But it
That
does
don't mean
happen.
won't
It do
Right.
happen. You're right. I don't think so. Because if it was a riot, it would have happened already.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like, it
would've
would have
happened,
happened during that. Yeah,
day
it
of
would.
type
Yeah,
shit.
That's
it
true.
would have already happened. So, but then again, things can always change. But I actually hope one doesn't happen.
Right. nah,
Because they're just gonna end up destroying their own community
Mhm.
over rage.
I
Yeah.
completely agree. All I'm gonna say is, if you don't learn from your history, you are doomed to repeat it.
History does repeat itself.
It definitely
Facts.
does.
So
It's crazy. Okay, but yeah. So once again, rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. We lost a real one out into the streets. So we're gonna end on that note. Next, we're gonna go ahead into our music section and our music category. We're gonna hopefully try to lighten the mood up a bit on the rest of this episode. It's just that breaking news was just that tragic. So
it hurt.
no, it still hurt. I'm still salty about it.
Same.
For real. So moving on. I do have a question for you guys though. So I do want to ask y'all this because this been on my mind lately, and I just want to make sure y'all did the right thing. Did y'all make sure y'all take y'all horses back to the Old Town Road? Because I did the other day.
You know I did. You know I did.
You did?
Of course.
Okay, cool.
And you know what else?
What's up?
You said I got the hat matte black with the boots to match.
See, I see Jacoby's on. What about y'all?
You said
y'all
I
take
took
your
my
horses
horses
back?
in the back. Come on now, I keep them strapped up.
You
Right
cap.
now.
You cap.
I'm calling you out. You cap.
What?
You
I
cap.
was wait. Hold on.
That's-
We don't have
that's
to do this
cap.
because I've been hip to this
That's
song
cap.
before 2019. I ain't going. Hold on. I ain't going.
That's cap.
Tell me no.
Hey, I ain't asked you if you was, so I asked you, did
I
you
don't
take your
care.
horses back to the Old Town Road? That's what I
I
asked
did.
you.
I did. I
Okay.
did.
It was a simple yes or no question. Come on,
Man.
what you doing?
You didn't give a simple yes or no answer.
No,
I said I
He
did.
probably took a donkey back to the Old Town Road.
Nah.
He holla ugly.
Let's not do this.
Okay, you. I'm sorry. All right. Side note. Well, it's not a little segment.
Tangent.
Little Nas X. If you're not aware, if you're not hip, 19-year-old kid, believes from Atlanta. Is he from Atlanta?
You barking up the wrong tree, guys.
I believe he's from
The
Atlanta.
wrong tree,
Please
guys.
do not quote me on that. I might have to fact check that. But keep doing your thing, dude. Lately, he's been blowing up with his hit single, Old Town Road. If you haven't heard it yet, you probably heard it from the track, or you probably heard the title, Take My Horses Back, Old Town Road.
That's literally his IG cap or his bio. I got
It's
the
live.
horses in the back.
Yeah, the horses in the back. That's what it is. So, Yeah, he dropped a viral hit. It's been blowing up on TikTok. YouTube has 20 million views as of today. It's going crazy, honestly.
It really
Bruh.
is.
Yeah. And, I mean, when did it come out again?
Like late 2018. I know I definitely heard the song in 2018.
Because the video came out in December of
Yeah,
2018.
so I want to say the song probably came out in like October. Because I heard it.
October.
Anyway, I heard it after y'all got me hip to that Like a Farmer song.
Hey, that song
'Cause
loud, too. I ain't
that
gonna
song
lie.
ignorant. I
Oh,
was
it's
taking a
very-
shower and I let the YouTube thing play and it played over to the other one. It was like, boom, boom. I was like, hold on, what's this?
Talking about, hold on, what's in the bag?
Yeah, but yeah, so I'm gonna say it's definitely been over 6 months.
All right. Well, that's a little background on that. Now, here's another thing that's been a lot of talk, chatter going on. So, controversy is that it was recently on the country Billboard charts, and they recently announced that they removed it from the country Billboard because they felt like the song did not meet the country song standards, or it didn't meet the requirements to be considered as a country song.
Which
And this
are-
is coming from Billboard themselves. Literally sent this information out and said that. And they also wanted to say it wasn't because of his race, because, you know, they don't want to get that race card
Yeah, they
pulled
don't.
on them. But we know what's up. So my question to you guys is, what qualifies as a country song? Like,
Sadness.
you know, sadness?
Sadness?
This is a lot of sad.
There's a lot of sad country songs.
Yeah, it is a lot of sad country songs.
Well, I wouldn't say sadness because there's happy country songs,
It
but
is.
I would say
Do y'all
it
like
definitely
country?
is the saddest genre.
Do y'all like country music?
Boy, I almost came across this table.
It's
We
a
don't
question.
have
I won't say
questions like that.
I won't say I dislike it.
I don't listen to it. So
I
I'm
do
gonna
not like country
Yeah, I don't
music.
listen to it. I don't dislike it.
But
I
yeah,
know a
Oh.
couple of live country.
I know a
songs.
couple live ones, but that don't mean it. I'm not about to get into my car and be like, you know what, let me turn on some Rascal Flats real quick. Like,
yeah,
no.
I'm weak. Yeah, I'm cool on country.
Yes, agreed. Emphasize the message.
Yeah, I'm cool on it. They can keep it. That's how I look at it. It's just not my
Yeah.
cup of tea.
Same.
Simple as that.
I guess they consider like you'll probably need, I guess, live instruments to be considered country music.
I feel like I
Oh.
don't know. I don't listen to enough country music to give a standard definition of what can be defined as country music in this day and age.
Well, it has a country theme. You know, he talks about doing things in Old Town Road. Got the horses, got the boots, the hat. You know, even though it was a Gucci hat. I don't know. I feel like if anyone was able to put hip hop and country together, I feel like this is a good mix.
I feel like Nelly been doing it though.
I didn't say he wasn't the first to do
I
it.
know. I'm just saying.
Nelly,
been
I mean
doing it.
Nelly. Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with you on that. Nelly definitely was out here with the country. With
I
the,
know.
Yeah.
I know. Reading the article on Complex, Lil Nas said that he said that he didn't even consider it a country song. He said it was he called it country trap. He said it wasn't country, but it wasn't trap. He said it was both. So
Interesting.
he said when I was reading it, basically his take was like, why not have it on both the country Billboard and the hip hop Billboard? Because I mean, it does still fit to the criteria of a hip hop song. Like it does have that bass line to it. It does have like, but it does like it's also like Tim said, it does
The
have that.
subject
It does
matter.
have those country themes in it. It has like the string guitar that you would hear in most country songs. It has like it just has that vibe of like country to it, but it also has that hip hop influence. So.
Yeah, and I don't understand what the big problem is. People been genre blending for so long.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
Drake,
Yeah.
everything he
1
puts out
minute,
is
yeah.
1 minute hip hop, 1 minute pop. So I guess I would think they would put it in hip hop. Honestly, the Old Town Road.
No, they definitely put on hip hop now. Now it is.
I think I feel like because like I said, I don't even listen to country. But if you've noticed, country music is like it's always been like one of those music genres where it's like it's always been by itself. It's never really had too much integration from other music styles. It's always been country is country. This is how we gonna let it, and this is how it's gonna stay. I think
a
the
traditional style.
Billboard. I think people were kind of just like, no. This isn't country. Put it back. We don't want it in with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just like I look at it as like some. First off, big ups to Lil Nas because when I heard the top 19, because I ain't gonna lie, I listened to the song for the first time like a couple days ago.
I peeped on the little Apple Music.
Yeah,
saw your
yeah,
names
I
on there. was
peeped-
like,
yeah,
oh, okay, Jacob.
Yeah, like, I listened to it for the first time like a couple days, and I like the song.
Yeah.
I see why it got hyped because like if you also peeped that like the video, it was to Red Dead Redemption 2.
That was pretty cool.
So
I did see
honestly,
that. I
it
was
had
like,
to yeah.
interesting.
So I first like giving big props to that, but I mean at the same time I'm just looking at like if it's a good song, then it's a good song. Like why why are y'all trying to like? Why? What was the purpose of you taking his song off of billboards? What was that gonna solve for y'all? Like really?
Honestly, it made the song blow up even harder.
It did.
Yep.
Like, it made people like, oh, why did it get taken off a country?
Yep.
So it made people go look it up,
It's like, hold on,
see
let me
what the
figure
song.
out what the difference is.
Yeah, and so kudos to Billboard for giving that L to them, and Lil Nas, keep doing your thing, bro. I'm not gonna hate it. I think the song slaps. I think it's gonna be something to jug to for a while. I hope it's not like a one hit wonder for you, but if it is, it is. If it isn't, it isn't. It is what it is. But keep doing your thing, bro. And we're gonna keep it pushing on, you know what I'm saying? So you don't know if you're gonna sign a label or not. But speaking of labels, Rock Nation finally saved Lil Uzi, you know, free
Yeah,
Uzi.
Free Uzi.
Free Uzi has been released, you know what I'm
Free
saying,
Uzi
with the
until
little
Uzi free.
pitched tone voice,
I'm weak.
you know. I didn't need a girl, didn't need me.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying?
song
Did you
still
guys?
slap.
Oh, that song definitely. I was gonna ask you, did you guys actually listen to it?
I
Free
listened
I
Uzi?
haven't
to
listened to
it.
like the mixed master version. I still heard the high pitch version.
Yeah, this is pretty good song.
It's good. I like it.
So what do you guys think the future of Uzi will be if he's gonna actually transition to Rock Nation?
Eternal Take's gonna drop soon because that's the last thing stopping him from getting out of his contract.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's that. Because Rock Nation's only his management company now.
Okay.
He's not managed by Generation Now anymore.
That's good.
Okay.
That's
Jay-Z
good.
came in for the powerful help.
Jay-Z been plugging everybody. You
'Cause
talking
he
about? Oh, you
Jay-Z.
struggling? I got you. Come here.
Oh,
Yes. I think for Uzi, like once he drops Eternal Take, I feel like he might drop another project like after that, but at the same time, he might kind of like give himself a moment, like, okay, here's the album that I promised y'all. This is out. All right, let me go. I'm a reel some time back. Let me get everything that I need together with like Rock Nation. Let me get everything situated, and then after that, he'll be like, you know what? All right, it's time to start working on some new music, and then he'll get right back to it.
Right. That's what he should do. He's most likely gonna do that. I don't know if he's gonna just like, you know.
But
See,
I was like,
I was gonna say I don't think he'll do that only because the type of artist Uzi is. He likes putting out music, especially for his fans. Because you gotta think, how many projects did he put out in 2017 or was that 2018?
But this is different now, unless they let him put out more mixtapes. But
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because he creates so much music, so
that's also
he loves putting out music.
Yeah, and that's also the other thing I was gonna bring back. I was like, with artists nowadays, you don't know how much finished music he probably sitting on. So
Bruh.
only time will tell.
He
with
said
Uzi.
him and Thug got at least 1,000 recorded unreleased songs.
that don't mean
already.
nothing. That
I
can
know.
mean unfinished songs. That can be just leaks. That can be. But he did make a statement about leaks too. Every time songs get leaked, it takes longer for them to put other stuff out. But rappers can be like, I got 20,000 songs in the vault. Okay, where they
That
at
don't
though?
mean they good.
That don't mean they always good. They could be unfinished. They could be like scrapped ideas, or they could be heat. They just holding it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Uzi, that's cool and all, but it's just like until it comes out, that that's impressive that you got 1,000 projects started and either finished or unfinished.
Agreed.
But we ain't seeing that yet until it come out. So
We gonna see what happens.
congrats Uzi for getting out your
Yeah.
deal. I hope you put out some other stuff, and yeah. That's all I got to really say on that. In other good news in music news, Nav finally gets his first #1 album
I
for
see.
Bad Habits. It sold 80,000 first
Hey,
week, and
hey.
yeah, he's happy. TMZ saw him for the first time. He feels like this was a big push, which EXO and Republic Records really pushed this album.
They did.
They pushed it hard.
Although I finally listened to it
What do you think?
after. I agree. It's better than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
It's a lot better. Like
It's cool.
I just think like his next project, he just needs. If he takes the time that he needs to and realizes like, okay, this is where I need to get a little bit better on. Like, it's still Nav at the end of the day.
In my opinion, if he doesn't wow me on his next project, I'm putting Nav on timeout. Like, he's getting benched. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, that's fair.
man.
Bad Habits was cool. It's better than Reckless. It was better than Reckless, but
Oh, yeah, definitely, 100%.
I
He
don't.
knows it himself.
I'm telling
He
you,
did.
like, it's
He
just
said, "Dang, I really put out a bad album."
yeah. It wasn't. It
Sheesh.
wasn't good. It wasn't good. But if he is like the same thing, I'm gonna just be like, bro, I'm gonna be pissed.
I don't want to see another Nav project till at least 2021, at least.
2021.
I mean, he dropped Reckless
I
last
was-
year. The year before that, he put out
He
Perfect
needs at
Timing,
least
and
a
he
two.
put
He
out
needs at least a 2-year
Myself.
break.
I'm gonna say at the end of 2020, because it's the middle. oh my
I'm
God,
cool with
it's
end of
almost the
2020.
middle- It's almost the middle of 2019.
I just want something different. That's all I
Yeah.
want.
But
I don't know
Yeah.
what it is.
see with Nav, like again with Uzi, he's not one of those artists to where he can have his name and his music continue to bubble while he's not making music. Like for example, he's not a Drake or a Kendrick or a Cole. Like they could put out a project and then go
Let
into
it sit.
hibernation and people will still be bumping it till they drop something else.
These are facts.
And
Yeah,
like
because this album about to get disregarded in like the next couple weeks.
absolutely
Yeah.
until
yeah.
something new or better come out.
But
Yep.
it's all
What-
about
bruh.
quality versus quantity.
It's
What-
a filler album for
It's
me.
gonna be gone once that.
I
record-
agree with that actually.
It is a
This
filler
is a
album.
good filler album. This is cool. It holds you over until somebody else you like more come out. And I ain't even trying to play now, but I actually agree with that statement. There's some albums I listen to and I'm like, okay, this is cool for right now until I hear somebody else that I like, and I'll just go straight to that and kind of forget about, because music is coming out so much now.
Yep.
Like everyone's dropping an album like every week, so it's
Literally
like
every
And it's
week,
April,
bro.
so y'all know what that means.
Revenge
That's
of
what
the
I
Dreamers
said.
4.
Rigid
I said
Rigid
4. 3. Oh yeah, it's confirmed coming out this month. We just don't know when.
Yeah, I don't know when
Yeah.
yet, but yeah, that's definitely gonna pull me until
I was
that.
just telling somebody that yesterday. I was like, "Oh, it's April."
Oh, yeah, that's lit. In other news, Rich the Kid also did 45K
You
for
see
The
Mr.
World Is
Loud?
Yours 2, which is a little less than his first album, but he did what he did for the most part. 45K.
Rich the Kid and
Mild.
Nav in the same boat. It's you ain't getting nothing new, but at the same time, you know what you about to get with it. Either it's gonna hit you, it's either you gonna feel it or you not. Simple as that. It's Rich the Kid. That's how I look at it.
Dude, mild cheddar. I listen to Rich.
Relax.
No, I'm not gonna relax. I'm actually gonna get up out of my seat and use some energy
I'm
because I do not like Rich the Kid. His rhyme schemes, whack. His
Yeah.
flow, whack.
It is.
Anything he try to come up with, whack.
Wow.
He needs to stay
You
in
really
the studio and just produce. That's what he good at.
Wow, he just gonna do him like
Like I
that.
said
Sheesh.
last time, that one song with Vori on it live.
It
Whack.
is. Oh,
That
it
one
is.
song.
Oh, it is.
See, you
It
hit
is.
to it.
It is.
Because the beat drop on it, so he.
I was like, "Woo!
I still
Wait a
gotta
minute."
listen to it. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm gonna
I
gotta
still
look
have
up.
slept on both.
I
of
won't
those
say
albums.
he trash, but it's just like
Trash.
you know what you gonna get with Rich the Kid. Simple as
Trash.
that.
I agree with that too.
You don't
should
get hot
just expect
garbage.
it.
Nah, he got a couple bangers.
He got a decent feature with Lil Skies on Creepin'.
You only like it because Lil Skies. on.
Duh, right.
I'm not going. You was definitely on his wave when new Freezer dropped.
Oh, you was shaking your head with it too.
Talking about the.
Little ugly.
Okay, I ain't gonna lie. I was definitely, you feel me?
See,
doing
look,
this.
kinda.
I wasn't listening to the song. I was just like, oh, this is trendy.
He said, "Big shot." Hello, wait. Peanut butter inside.
Yeah, exactly. But
Cocaine,
yeah.
white butter. Look like
I don't
J.
know.
Tom.
He's so
Well,
garbage.
We're kind of wrapping this up. Lil Nas, keep doing your thing. Uzi, keep doing your thing. Nav, congrats on your #1. I want
Speak
something
up.
different from you next time.
Speak up now.
And Rich Kid, keep doing what you're doing. It's obviously
Don't
working.
do what you doing. It's
well,
garbage.
Yeah. So I will move on to our sports segment now.
Okay, so now we would be entering the sports section. you know,
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
my little area of expertise. So, the biggest thing, well, it's not the biggest thing, but it was the first thing I wanted to talk about because I'm more of a football person than a basketball person.
No, you're not.
For those of y'all who have been keeping up with the American Alliance of Football, it's basically like the minor leagues for the NFL. It shut down today, and it's only been 8 weeks of the league. And the reason that it shut down is because one of the commissioners that's running it, I cannot think of his name right now, but he promised the owners of the league. He said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna put $250 million toward this toward the league." Da 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 da, and he only put up $70 million. So they was like, I see.
And we're done.
We still need more money. And it's like the only way that they could possibly keep the league up and running is if they get like 20 more mil to like finish out the season. But there's not going to be a postseason. There's not going to be any Super Bowl champions. And it's kind of whack because this was like a lot of ex-NFL players or college players that weren't good enough to make it to the NFL. This is kind of like their second chance. And this is a paycheck they was getting to feed their families and stuff.
Yeah.
And it just shut down because somebody was like, yeah, nah, I don't feel like paying this no more. So
They
like,
talking about
Shake
y'all
my
got it.
head.
I'm
yeah.
cool.
So that
Y'all
was
got it.
pretty wiggity whack. So we gonna see what happens within the next couple of days to see if they're gonna update it or not. See if they're gonna play some money towards it. But right now, it's looking slow. And I'm sorry because I was actually enjoying it. Like it was actually pretty cool. But
Yeah.
whatever, I guess. So what's the next topic, Tim?
Well, Zion Williamson is actually considering staying another year in college. I honestly believe he should because that one and done isn't what we need in the NBA right now.
Agreed.
It's too many underdeveloped players
Nope.
getting
It's
in the league right
definitely a lot of just athletic people in the league and not enough actual fundamental people.
now. Exactly.
Yep.
I would totally agree with said statement. And I'm tired of seeing all these 19-year-old rookies having way more money than what I will ever have. And I'll be
Yeah. Well, don't
boy.
say we'll ever have.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a very likely chance that I will not have that money.
Relax. You all got.
You
gotta
never
think
know.
Positive.
You never know.
I'm trying to think positive, but bruh, you know how much they talking about offering Zion as soon as he come out the league, bruh?
How much?
$100,
Quit playing with me.
bruh. With his endorsements and his contracts, bruh, they talk about he gonna get $100 million off rip.
There's
Damn.
veterans in the game who ain't even touching 50.
But
Bruh.
I think it's also for
Don't
like
even
I think for
touch
Zion
your
it's also like for him. I think for him it's also like, I think like does he want that? Like I think because I mean
Does he
I don't know
want
about
what?
him. I don't know about him, but for me it's like because you know like if you a college player and you love the game, you really just gonna like oh y'all almost won the championship and oh y'all ain't make it so I'm gonna just go to the pros. Maybe he wants to stay in college so he can get that he can earn that ring in college to be like so. I told y'all I was going to get this ring. Now I got it. Okay, now let's go to the
Move on
pros.
to the
And now
next.
let's show them what I'm about to do.
I
So,
would agree.
I
I think
think-
that's the reason why he's staying.
I'm just
Yep.
saying that.
He
I
doubling
like-
down. Show he real.
He got this.
Yeah,
And
so-
he ain't done growing.
He not. From the way he was playing, oh no.
Dude,
6'7".
6'8", 285. He's
That's
literally
crazy.
already bigger than LeBron.
He's a monster.
He's literally
That's
a
crazy.
monster.
Moving like a bull.
That's
Running
right.
through
wild.
people.
Bruh, no, I seen a video literally before we started recording this podcast. He was playing a pickup game, bruh. He literally almost broke the rim. Like
that
the
sounded about
entire
right.
rim dunking.
That
Like,
sounds turn.
you know how
Because he getting Shaq height.
yeah,
I said height. Wait.
yeah, you know how when you got the rims from the ceiling and they raised down on the little metal bars.
Yeah.
or
Oh,
whatever,
yup.
he made the little thing like when you closing up tables, he made it snap back and then snap up. I was like, bro,
Ooh.
you don't need to be this strong, bro.
Sheesh.
You're a hooper. Like, what are you know what?
If he played football,
Oh yeah, nah, we throwing it up to him every time. Go deep.
Yup.
Stop.
Instantly.
We got Final Four happening. You know what I'm saying?
For everybody that said Virginia wasn't gonna make it, I told y'all we was gonna get to the Final Four.
Y'all-
We out here.
Okay, 4. Y'all not 1.
I don't
Nah,
care. We made it to
they
the
are the
Final
number 1 seed.
Four. We're the
Y'all
number
not
1
the
seed.
winners
We
of the
beating Michigan
tournament.
State. We
Okay.
beating
Y'all
Texas
play
Tech,
Auburn. Y'all play Auburn first.
and we beating Auburn.
Are y'all?
Yeah,
Are y'all?
yeah.
Okay.
What? We fundamental.
Yeah,
we like
aight.
the Spurs of the NCAA. I ain't going.
We'll see it. We'll see on Saturday.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Okay.
That's 609.
Okay.
Honestly,
That ain't
honestly, if because I always put my faith in, I always put two teams. It's either I always bet on either the number 1 seed, which will be Virginia. So I'm gonna see what they're gonna do. But if not, I low-key feel like Michigan State can pull it out. Low-key, low-key.
Bruh, if Texas Tech win, I'm gonna be so sick.
You gonna be
But then I'm gonna be
super
like, dang, NKU lost to the NCAA champions, so I'd be like, okay.
But okay.
Moving
We're
on.
not, we're not gonna talk about that. So yeah, that's your
He's
Final
like,
Four
in other
update.
words,
And then baseball season just officially started. We
Yep.
just had the opening day Reds game last Thursday.
Yeah.
It was thick downtown.
Bruh,
Stupid
oh,
thing.
so
It was,
it was super.
Thick.
You said we had to cut off like
A
3
lot
of
of
the
the-
Rogers.
bro, it was a lot of streets were blocked off that
Yep.
whole day.
Yep. Race was cut off.
Bro, Walnut, Vine, Central Parkway was like your only bet, really.
Mhm.
really, it was.
Other than that,
other
like
than
it
that,
was slow.
It was
I
slow.
ain't even crossed the bridge that day until like 7.
Yeah, that was your best time because the parade and then
Mhm.
the day, the game itself.
Mhm.
And then today they just had a game against Milwaukee, I believe.
Yep.
I'm not 100%
Brewers.
if they won.
Uh,
Ah,
I
man.
would
Well,
take that as a
as
no.
looking at the standings right now
Oh,
for
jeez.
the Central League, which is our
Our
which is
division,
Uh-huh.
NL Central.
we are currently in second to last place,
What's
Bruh,
our
the
record?
season just
1-3.
Good job.
started.
I
Good
won
job.
our first game.
Let's go.
Milwaukee,
And lost the next
Milwaukee
3.
is the top of our division at 5-1, and
Well-
St. Louis is second at 2-3.
They've already played
What about
6
Pittsburgh?
games.
Bruh, they play games in series, so like if
Pittsburgh
a
is
team-
above us because they're 1-2.
Shocker, but if
So
a
they
team,
Baseball
lose
played
again.
too many games.
Yeah.
Honestly,
they
I'm
play
looking.
182.
I'm looking at who's at the top of each
ain't it.
division, and right now, honestly, the Seattle Mariners got the best record with 7-1,
True.
but Philadelphia is the only team that has a 4-0 record.
Because they
At the
got
current- at the
Bryce
current-
Harper.
They do. So
My
hey,
bad. I'm a cheat.
ooh, Boston is at the bottom of their division.
Well, again, I'm gonna say the
It's
same
still
thing about
early,
the
though.
Reds.
It's still
It's
early.
still
though.
early.
It's still early.
Early game. I ain't going.
Holla at me in like September, then I'm gonna be like,
Yeah, he right.
Yeah.
He right.
you feel me?
Well,
But Reds, come on, just do something for us.
get y'all early game up, but from that we're gonna move on to end game. You feel me? So, on a good news on Marvel's end, the Avengers Endgame trailer had just arrived, and pre-sales is going off the chain.
And you said pre-sale don't exist no more because they sold out already.
At this
Just
point,
about,
yeah.
they're just about.
So
sold out.
it topped basically Star Wars, the recent 3 Star Wars, and the first Avengers.
Yeah.
Not first Avengers, Infinity War.
Yeah.
It topped that in pre-sale. So
It
it's like
had
the
to.
top number one
It's
pre-sale like movie. Like,
I'm already saying.
highest tickets.
I'm already saying this now. Avengers Endgame will be the highest grossing movie of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
This finale is
Easily,
too big.
easily, and they did it, and they got to it. They did this. I won't say easily, but
They did it the right way.
They did.
They did it the
Marvel's
right
so
way.
smart.
They did it the right way.
They linked them all
Together.
together.
Marvel's
Making bread off
genius,
of
bro.
every single movie.
in
Genius.
2008 to
Oh,
now,
Link.
a,
And they
a
put
whole
out,
11-year span.
The Russo brothers put out a challenge. One to when you go to see the movie that you can't leave the movie to go pee at all for that whole 3 hours. Which
Light
is
work.
nothing.
I don't leave the
Which
movie
is
when I
not
go see
hard.
movies.
But
anyway.
I don't
I s-
That's not hard.
I saw on Marvel's Instagram page they had a picture of like the month of April in the calendar, and they were like, so if you want to start at I think April 2nd, which is technically today, and go from the 2nd up until the 26th, you can watch all of the movies of the cinematic universe for each day, leading and it will lead right. It leads right up to.
That's live.
It leads
I'm
right
not
up to the
gonna lie.
26th with Endgame
That's-
right there.
that's live.
And it's like I low-key want to do it because I need to see all. I low-key want to see it all.
Dude,
Think about
They
just
gotta-
watching
I
all
just
those
watched
movies
Ragnarok.
from
Do it.
beginning to end in the correct order.
And they actually got enough movies to like fit each
To
day.
fit
too.
each
what
day.
you say about Ragnarok?
No, so
The third Thor.
yeah, I just watched that and I watched Avengers.
You just saw
Infin-
Ragnarok?
Yeah,
That's a
like
good one.
recently,
It's a
like
good movie.
the other day, and I watched Infinity War again.
Yeah,
'Cause
I need to
was-
watch
I was
Infinity
preparing
War
myself for it.
Yep.
I like Ragnarok. That's a good one.
And this is Chris Evans' last like Marvel movie too.
Yep.
Yep.
So he's talking about something. I'm about to walk away. Is
Ain't
it Robert
Iron Man
Downey
about to
Jr.?
stop too?
Yeah,
Ain't Tony?
Robert
Robert
Downey
Downey
Jr.
Jr. about to
Yeah.
start. This is gonna be his last movie too.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's why. That's
Oh,
why.
you ain't know?
That's why.
No, I didn't know Robert Downey Jr. I knew about the
Yeah.
Chris Evans.
That's why
Nah,
I have
yeah.
been saying this, and
Oh,
y'all might not,
they
y'all might
both
hate me if
die.
y'all. Iron Man is dying in this movie. Iron
yeah.
Man will not.
Captain America might too.
He might
They
too.
both might
but
die.
they're not.
Dang.
I do not see Iron Man surviving this movie whatsoever.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I don't see
I'm
him
surprised how
surviving.
he got this far. I'm like,
He
but
definitely should have died.
it will
a
be-
while ago.
man.
But I will say
He
it
should've
will
done
be
And I like
nice.
Iron Man.
Space,
What?
bro.
It will be nice to see all the original OG Avengers back in the same room together.
That would be live.
Mm-hmm.
That would be live. So
They
yeah.
are.
So if
They
you
better
if,
both not die.
definitely. So if you are gonna watch Endgame, please prepare. This is gonna be just as big as when Black Panther first came out. If you
Yep,
remember
yep.
when Black Panther came out, if you was trying to go to the movies, the opening weekend, it was
That was
slow.
slow.
Ignorant, bruh.
So if you trying to see Endgame, you better be on it.
Get your
That's-
if you want to see that movie opening
better
night,
have
go get your.
gotten
You
it
need
already.
your pre-sale tickets.
I say by this week, by
By this-
by
You
Monday,
should have
really.
did it already because
Yeah.
most
Should've
of
done
them
it
are
already.
gone.
Yeah, unless you cool with waiting, like on catching on a weekday, and it's
Bruh.
still gonna be gone.
I don't mind waiting, but it's just
It's
like
still gonna be thick,
it's gonna be
Yeah.
thick regardless.
bro.
So, Be ready. You know,
I'm
just
just
be
hoping,
ready.
bro. I'm just hoping that don't nobody try to do nothing ignorant at the movie theaters, bro. Because you know that's.
I mean, they've been doing good so far.
Yeah.
Nothing bad happened when Black Panther
I
was
know.
premiered.
I'm just
Nothing
thinking
bad
of like
happened.
you know the Batman.
Yeah,
shoot,
yeah,
I'm
I
hoping
remember
nothing
that
like
one.
that.
I don't think.
happens.
Nah, I don't think.
I think they tighten security. Well,
Yeah.
I don't actually know. Movie theaters
bruh.
be dumb
That's what
careless.
I'm saying. I don't know.
But I feel like they
Certain
beef up
ones
security
do,
when
yeah.
movies like this come out.
Mhm.
So like it's
Like
gonna
when
be
they
crazy.
know it's gonna be a big crowd, they'll beef
book
up
security.
security
Because they
because
did that.
they know people gonna be coming.
They did that for that weekend of when Halloween came out.
Mhm.
Because I went because me and my friend we went to go see Venom, and you said we went to the movie theater in Oakley, bro.
Oh, Oakley be on that.
Yo,
Oakley be on that.
Oh, you
it
see
took
where
us
Oakley
it
is.
took us 20 minutes to get inside. We was in line for 20 minutes, and we had online tickets for Venom. But it was like everybody and their mama was there to see Halloween, and they were and all the little kids was there, all the little teens flexing, and I'm just like, how y'all gonna get in the movie? Half y'all can't even see Halloween. It's rated R.
That really used
Y'all don't
to
even
be
look over
us.
18. What? Come
I'm
on.
weak.
That used to be us, Jacob.
Hey,
It did in the point in time.
Well, what's going on with this Mortal Kombat?
Well, for those of you who don't know, Mortal Kombat cast breakdown for Jax, Liu Kang, and Kung Lao dropped, and let me just say, Jax looking teed,
Word.
Kung Lao looking, they all looking
Luke,
teed.
Luke Kane look live.
Liu Kang, dude,
I can't wait.
honestly, Liu Kang to me, Liu Kang has the best fatality in the game.
I gotta watch this.
I'll show you it, but it's the they brought back the 1-inch punch.
I seen that one.
We'll play it.
Okay.
But other
Does
than
he
that,
be still jumping in the air and be kicking?
oh
people?
yeah, they still brought that.
Okay,
Of course they
cool.
brought that.
I do.
But yeah, pretty much they were pretty much breaking down. Jax pretty much is like kind of like the same as how he played in Mortal Kombat 10 for a little bit. Same with Kung Lao, same with Liu Kang, kind of like all pretty much basic fundamental stuff that you need. But they did the most difference was probably in their new super super moves that they can do and stuff like that. They definitely took their time with each character, and it's gonna show in this game. So honestly, I'm gonna just call it now. Mortal Kombat 11 will probably be the best fighting game of 2019.
Let's go.
I will call that right now. I will call that right now.
Bet.
I will call that right now.
And it comes out when again?
April 11th.
Oh, that's soon.
So it's literally within like the next week or so. That's why I was like, if y'all guys want to go get it, get that pre-order in now.
$60.
Yep, and you get Shao Kahn with it too.
For real?
Yeah, if you pre-order.
You talking about? Hold on.
Yeah, if you had pre-ordered.
I didn't even know they brought him back.
If you pre-ordered the game, you not only did you get Shao Kahn, but you also got access to the beta, as well.
That's how people been playing it earlier now.
Yeah.
Micah got it.
Bro, of course Micah got it, bro. You know he be pre-ordering anything.
And from the story trailers that I've been watching, because I always keep up on fighting games, because that's one of my things. Shao Kahn will be in the story too. He will be a part of the new story. So he's not, even though he wasn't just a bonus character just to have, he will be a part of the story.
Okay.
So that's something to look forward to. Speaking of DLC, for those of you who still play Dragon Ball FighterZ, I don't even play it. Let's be real. They added Kid Goku to the roster, and that's just another Goku character. I don't personally think that's a waste of a character. They could have picked any other person from the Tournament of Power. I personally would like to see Kefla in it, but
they got Broly already.
They do got Broly, but I mean they put in 2 Brolys in the game because they got the one from.
Wait, really?
They have
the Super Run and the OG one.
They have the OG one and the new one. They put both of them in the game.
They definitely don't need Kefla.
Yeah, I don't. That's why I was like, oh, you guys are just wasting another character. So, but yeah, other than that, gaming news has been light. So that's pretty much all I got with that.
All right, well, I think we'll go ahead and wrap up this episode. Any closing thoughts and whatnot before we?
I will say, just do your research. I'm gonna just say it like that. People just like, well, if you got questions about anything, just do your research. I think with everything that's been happening as of late, people need to start being more active on like, if they want the information, they need to be more in depth on like, okay, how do I access this? Let me get to it and let me keep myself informed.
Yeah,
I think that's what I would say with that.
Don't believe everything you see on the internet.
Yeah, Adam. Don't believe everything you see on Google.
Google Live. Relax.
Google do come in clutch.
They do.
I'm weak.
They own half the platforms on the internet. Relax.
That's actually true. Closing thoughts. G-Mom, miss you. Always gonna miss you. All that good stuff. Yeah. That's about it. I can really say.
4 for 4.
To do that. So
there is.
Yeah. So please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this episode.
Stop disliking our videos.
Moving on.
Also,
you know what I'm saying?
Be on the lookout this week because after some technical difficulties, we will be having our Facebook and Instagram page up so that you that way you can keep up with us a little bit more easier. You can get updates to with things with the channel, things that we're going to be doing, and things like that. And always remember, hugs, not drugs. Yeah.
Facts. Yeah, we're gonna find a lot of other ways to engage with the audience and you guys and whatnot. So we're gonna try to at least start trying to reach out more to our viewers and also seeing if we can implement some of your guys' responses or questions or statements into the episode, so that way your responses can be included in our conversations as well. So other than that, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff below. We'll have all the timestamps and whatnot. And we thank y'all for watching. And last but not least, rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle.
Indeed.
Watch out for social experiments coming on the way, too.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
I was waiting on it too.
We don't say nothing ignorant after I just said R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah,
That's why I
you
stopped.
can't.
That's why I stopped.
Facts.
You can't.
I'm glad you didn't do that this
We'll
episode.
catch y'all next time. We'll have some more information on the case and some other good discussions. See you then.
Peace.
He gunna and weasel, that's three-headed snake. I bought me the beans, it came with a shake. I fuck on your friends, I fuck on your bae. Every time I pretend, it come with